Hi ladies, it's Karen, and I wanted to show you, we're in my scrapbook room, and I wanted to show you the find that I found at Hobby Lobby. It's something that's helped me a great deal in organizing my room. So right there is my desk, and I have a few things to put away. I'll show you that material over there in a minute. And but this is what I wanted to show you. Do you see the pink, purple, and pink drawers there? Well, that top drawer had a few embellishments, but mostly my flowers, my I Am Roses and Wild Orchid Craft flowers and stuff, and that's a big drawer to keep just for flowers. So what I found, and I really needed that space for other things, you know. So what I found at Hobby Lobby was this. Let me get down here. I'm sorry, I only have so much room to back up in my scrap room, but it's this thing. And see, I believe it's a plant holder, obviously, but it was marked $29.99. But all the metal things like that, metal home decor, is on sale 50% off this week. So I got it for $15. So I put all of my I Am Roses and Saw Crafters and Wild Orchid Craft flowers at the top, and I know it's overflowing. I'm considering taking them out of the bags and just putting the, you know, the blossoms in the tray here. But I would be afraid that I wouldn't be able to tell what was what, you know, for my projects. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was a I Am Roses or a Wild Orchid Crafts. I'm not real good at telling you the difference anyway, but anyways, so there's that level. And then this level is all other kinds of flowers, like ribbon flowers and paper flowers from Michaels and these kind of flowers and stuff. This is a handkerchief from my vintage rack from Lisa. And then on the bottom here are bags of trim, like the trim that Cassie just sent me, and some trims that Lydia had sent me, and I try to keep them in the bags that you know, whoever sent them to me, I try to keep it in the original bag so that I know, you know, whose trim I'm using, you know, like whose rack it came from. So anyway, one of the cool things about this is that these things, baskets, lift up and out. Let me show you on this one. See, in the little hook there, it lifts up and out. So like if I wanted to, if I'm working on something and I didn't know what kind of flowers I was going to need or whatever, I could just lift this whole basket out and take it to my desk. Or that whole basket of trim, or this basket. So it's pretty sturdy. But of course I have it filled too much because I, you know, have too much. But anyway, it's pretty sturdy. I considered putting like my wooden stamps in there, you know, the ones that don't fit on my stamp rail. But I think this is a better solution because I have that whole top drawer there for embellishments and paper storage, like collections, like the collections that Cassie sent me, a couple of 12 by 12 collections, so I put them in there. And you know, I'm just thrilled that I found a solution that gives me more space. So finally my room is, you know, fairly organized. That basket there is filled with memorabilia and other types of things. It's not, I know it looks like it's filled with trim and lace, but that lace is only sitting on top of the basket. That's the vintage lace that Jenny, Scrap and Jenny, had sent me. And there's a design team bag that from Cassie's Art Fire store, and stuff like that there. And then you know, in those drawers, the top drawer I have like grunge paper and Tim Holtz stuff, and the second one is like paper bags and doilies and chipboard albums and that type of thing. And the bottom one is some cards and envelopes and plastic bags, you know, for sending racks and for storing stuff and junk. So, I won't give you a real room tour because I know I've done that before, but let's see, what's changed since then? I guess one thing is changed is I got rid of the TV, and I got the and I put that drawer unit there, and I have my Lindy Stamp Gang sitting on top of it. I was able to get my carousel out. I can't remember if I showed you this before, but anyway, I'll show it to you again since we're here. My husband extended my stamp rail, which is really great. I'm able to fit a lot more cool stamps, favorites. And then, of course, see the thing that I had bought at Michael's, the garden thing that I got to store like tags and stuff like that in it. So it's become a catch-all, of course. So I have to go through that at some point. I wanted to show you this material I found at Hobby Lobby. It was on sale, 30% off, and but I got a half a yard. So for half a yard, it came to $3.50, and it's very shabby chic. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh! So I was thinking about cutting out the individual pictures or whatever images, and stitching them after I exchange my sewing machine, stitching it to like canvas, and you know, and using that as a page. Look at that, so cute. Using that as a page in a multimedia album. And then look at this one I saw the other day when I was at Hobby Lobby with Christine. This is too cool. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I love the colors in this. I am so into Titanic and the story of Titanic. I always have been, even before the movie. And this just says Titanic. It reminds me of it. Anyway, pretty. And see, I've been so busy sorting and rearranging and going through stuff. Like I said, I've been going through things, getting together stuff for a giveaway that I'll probably have after the expo. So that I haven't even opened that yet. I haven't even used a glue gun in a couple of days. So now that my room is, more user-friendly, I should say, I can get busy. I also, I'm not sure if this is new, or I got rid of the small wicker basket that used to be there, and I put that there, and I moved this one here. So there's ribbon and lace, and there's chipboard at the bottom. And then this is my basket of stuff that, like seam binding and this and that I receive in racks, like Keisu's crochet flowers and stuff. And this is my ribbon basket. I know. But it looks a lot better now than it did the other day. And this is that new unit that I picked up at Home Goods that I told you about. So if I want to get into this top portion, I just, move the basket. But, the two drawers open, and there's a lot of trim and buttons and stuff like that, so that's cool. That's cool that I got that all transferred, and, that I'm using that now. That really helps on my space as well. And this little shelf, I guess it hasn't changed, but I'm going to show you my little doodads. That's the thing that Lydia made me. The spool that Lydia altered for me. That's a little bird cage that Donna gave me. That's just a swan that I thought was cute. That's a little pagoda or something that I can alter, and I don't know where I found it. There's a little jade elephant right there that Christine gave me in a rack. There's an Eiffel Tower keychain here that my sister got me when we were at Disney. Sorry about the lighting. There's my little NASCAR car that Lydia gave me. And My mother gave Logan my father's car after he died, and Logan found this. My father was a nut about flashlights. You know, he had flashlights all over the place. I mean, he had a closet full of them. Anyways, Logan found this in his car, so he gave it to me. So that was sweet. And up there's the tag that Leanne gave me. She's lovely, a lovely scrapping. And the pincushion that Lucy made me, a birdhouse that I'm not done altering. Of course, my paper storage. You know, that Basel paper rack storage that used to be in Christine's scrapbooking store years ago that she sold to my husband and I. That suitcase is filled with material for flowers and, you know, whatever. And, you know, just racks of embellishments and goodies. Those are my butterflies from the last expo. And I'm slowly using them up. So little ribbon rails. Some of my ribbon is empty, so I need to transfer more on that. My husband put that up for me a little while back. This pink thing, it was on the wall on the other side, and I put it here, and it's stickers and rub-ons in here and stuff. And then more J-hooks over here. This room is like 8 by 8, so it's hard for me to stand far back for you to get an idea. But that little wooden box, that's where I keep handmade flowers that like Lydia and Cassie and Lucy, that, you know, that they've given me. And that bottom storage is my clear acrylic stamps, and that card holder is not nearly big enough, so it has some stamps in it. I need to find another solution. The other half of my stamps are still in that drawer over there. And then here's the rack that I just got from Hobby Lobby. I'm hoping this works out for me because I'm really thrilled about the space that it's given me, since I can put my flowers in there, you know. And then, you know, there's a basket of this and that, my cuddle bug, and you can see what's up there. There's the window that shadow comes in. Sizzix dies, bind it all. Tags and chalk and ephemera and stuff in there. And my Imagines, my Xyrons back there, and my big box of library cards. Those are my Cricut cartridges. I don't have a lot. I love the ones that I have, and those are cards that I've received recently. There's my magnetic bulletin board. More Sizzix dies, mostly the ones that won't fit on that shelf. Pens and stuff. Punches and my ATG gun. That's a box of trims that Lucy brought back from Puerto Rico. My overflow stamps. Now it looks like there's a lot, but some of those in there are holiday stamps that I haven't cleaned out yet. And that's some of my ink. There's stamps and 6x6 paper in there. And jars of wonderfulness. Oh, and that's how I keep my spellbinders, on magnetic strips on my cabinet door. I need Joe to put a few more strips down because I have that spellbinder set that Lydia had given me, the dress forms. Thank you so much, Lydia. They are so cute. So I need another magnetic strip for those, and another set that I got a while back. So I need another magnetic strip. Also, something that has helped me quite a bit are these Lazy Susans. Put my paint on. It's really helped a lot. So that I don't have to reach in the back of the cabinet. And then there's like the old magnetic stamps and the dollar type stamps, and my Tim Holtz Crackle paint, which I'm not too crazy about, but and then other multi-mediums up there, that I love using. So that's that cabinet. And this cabinet here, I hope I'm holding this okay. I'm doing it with my right hand, so, you know. I know this cabinet looks like, you know, what? But actually it is much better than it was. You know, I have shipping tags and stuff here. I have some in a baggie so I could grab them for a crop, paper tape, shadow streets, pins, an extra thing of glossy accents, refills for the ATG, and other refills for other adhesives and other pop dot type things back there, and stuff. And these are my older 8x8 and 8x8 albums and stuff that I was working on at one time of a trip to Key West and stuff like that. Twine and other glues, stiffen stuff, you know, that Christine let me borrow, the old red Sizzix. I won't show you that cabinet because it's just, some of it is Joe's storage in there. You know, he has to keep some of his fishing tackle in here, and the air conditioning, it's better than keeping it in the garage, so. But, those are hooks that I put up, and I can hang my fancy trims, my fancier trims from it. And there's a twirly thing that I had gotten from, you know, Walmart. And back to here. So that's basically it, ladies. I just wanted to, I'm gonna move you back to over here. That's basically it. I have a shelf that goes across for projects and stuff. So that's basically it. I mostly wanted to show you what I found at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was a great idea, and you know, with the sale it was only 15 bucks. So if you guys are looking for some kind of storage solution to get something off your desk, it takes up little floor space, which is great because my room is only like 8.5 by 8.5 or something. It's really, really small. So this was an excellent solution, and yay, I'm so glad I found it. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I'll talk to you soon. Good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Hi, ladies. It's Karen. Hello. I just had to show you. Shadow finally made her way into Cassie's box. Look at that. I can't believe she fit. She's so weird, my cat. Anyways, I'll probably tag this at the end of another video or something. Hi, Shadow. Hi. Are you in the box? You're so crazy. It's a good girl. Okay, ladies. I just had to show you that she was determined to get in that box. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye now.